Let's see if I can remember. Yes, with great determination, Liz took something she had in her pockets and transferred its contents to something else, I think.
Great idea. Pumpkin punch in a can of motor oil. Anyone care for some? The first motor oil made from pumpkin punch. Pumpkin punch, Jimmy?
I'd like to, but Mr. FitzRandolpha will fire me if he sees me drinking. He only lets us drink oil so that we don't rust.
He's in the ballroom. He won't see you.
No, I don't dare. He could show up at any moment, like a summer thunderstorm.
Don't worry, I'll figure out something else. But you'll have your punch. I bet you can't guess what's inside this oil can.
Affirmative. Suddenly, everything is like cloudy. The weather is just crazy.
Still He's out like a light. Hey, yo, Jimmy.
Nice night.
Open the second door for me.
Unauthorized subject, Beverly Torrance. Hair blonde, eyes blue. Bust 50. Waist 24, hips 36. Positive identification. Access allowed.
And that was how, with the help of the pumpkin punch, Liz got Jimmy Love to open the door to the secretary's office.
Thanks, sweetheart. FitzRandolpha Mansion, Halloween night. My exclusive interview with Big Albert. Hey, you, Albert. Liz Allaire of the Quill.
Huh?
4 questions. 20. Can you tell me your motive for sneaking into the magnate FitzRandolph's office? 12. What's that in your hand? 1. Are the rumors that say you're a kleptomaniac true, or did I just invent that to get under your skin a bit? 4. Are you listening?
Now, give this to the immaterial man. Hurry.
Poor Liz. For once, fortune seemed within reach, only to elude her. On the other hand, if she had managed to get into FitzRandolph's office, she would only have solved the mystery surrounding Big Albert after reading that note.
She's not altogether ugly. She's fat and heavy. No. Too many curves. I don't like her. It's Eva Morte, the Dark Lady. She's evil, perverse, and bad as they come. Nice place to curl up with a book. Someone irresponsible like Dan Murray would sit down and... Oh, this sports stuff is so tiring. It's strange that FitzRandolpha has such an obsolete model. After all, he bankrolls the inventions of Professor Fly, who's designed more advanced phonographs than this. What if I put on some music to dance? On second thought, after they laughed at me at the party, I'm not really in the mood. Carrying a few extra pounds. I don't want to be her friend. Garden, dock, and on the other side of the lake, the studios. It wouldn't do me any good. This leads to the hall. No, I can get out to the hallway from the other office. FitzRandolpha could have gotten this from one of his movies. I could move it, but I don't see what for. I haven't listened to the radio since my internship at JUNK in Los Angeles. You get sick of it. I don't need it for anything. Pencils. What luck! Not even chewed on. His dinner must not have agreed with him. Hey, yo, Jimmy.
You are my best friend. I love you so much.
Big Albert gave him a note. Phil, sweetheart. You can't deny it. You have seen Big Albert.
Why deny the obvious? Why try to avoid the unavoidable?
Do you have Big Albert's note?
No, I ran into the immaterial man in the hall and I gave it to him. Everything meets its end, sooner or later.
Do you know what the note said?
Why bother if we're all going to die anyway?
Do you know which way Big Albert went?
Yes, he went out that I don't know. Why should I pay attention to anything if everything is superfluous?
Which way did the immaterial man go?
There's only one possible destination. Nothingness, non-existence, death.
Clearly, you don't know anything.
The only certainty in life is the tomb.
Talk to me about happy things. You can do it.
No, defective conversationship. It worked properly for one day. Fleeting and fraudulent happiness.
Hey, yeah, we'll talk later.
If we don't expire first.
It's clear he's not gonna let me... Hey, yo, short stuff. Well, it's...
Negative.
Nice painting. I'm not gonna take the... I'm not going up. He plays himself in the movie. Just like I always say, so I have a screw loose. Big deal. The worst thing that can happen is that I lose my head. I don't think they'll be of any use to me. There is nothing as useful as the... No, it stinks. Too many people, too few bathrooms, and very little etiquette.
Liz grabbed the crank and was about to make noise. Did I say noise? No, music. There's a reason that they call her Loony Liz.
Wasn't this in the other office? FitzRandolpha is clever. One turn of the phonograph crank, and the table, part of the floor, and the wall turn, and this appears. Listen to what I'm telling you, Liz. The rose-colored bed. William A. FitzRandolph's dirty laundry. A Liz Allaire exclusive. Forget it. The gossip rags don't interest me. An ice bucket, tongs, and a can of caviar. Expensive caviar. My sister, Anne-Marie, the smart one, uses it to make sandwiches. No way! Sleep here and you turn into Hannah Montana. This is where FitzRandolpha dictates his letters to his secretary, but only the long ones. Phil, sweetheart. Big Albert. Let's expand the topic. Clearly.
The only certainty in
You're a robot. You weren't born and you won't die.
disconcerting.
Hey, yeah, we'll talk later.
If we don't
And the magic word for today is caviar. But the real magic would be if something was written on it. Confirmed. Tabby the Third likes caviar. The first page has a faint impression of the note Big Albert wrote. Yes, but I can't make out a thing. Warehouse ASAP.
When she finally found out what Big Albert's note said, Liz headed to FitzRandolph's storeroom located behind the mansion.
To the warehouse, then. Hopefully Big Albert and Immaterial Man are still there. I'll turn on my tape recorder.
Easy now.
Immaterial?
The people who did this will be back. Help me.
Count me in. What do I do? I'm your girl.
The important part is safe and sound now. We'll simply bury the rest. Lights out.
At noon the following day, Dan was awakened by a ringing telephone. It was his boss. Liz and Dan hadn't shown up at the paper that day, and he was, how can I put it, pretty angry.
I won't tolerate another screw-up. You hear me, Mr. Murray?
You know, you don't understand it.
If the story about last night's award ceremony doesn't make the
Sunday edition, you and Miss O'Meara are going to be in hot water. Get clear, Murray?
Very, very hot water, he screamed down the phone. Reluctantly, Dan went back to FitzRandolph's mansion. Edgar told him that Liz had been seen going into the storeroom, where she evidently was no longer. Finding out what had happened to his beloved colleague was not going to be that easy.
Beloved? My foot. Los Angeles Stadium, Friday night. Manny Brown, Rico Sandretti. That's what counts.